Okay, so let's talk about a term you hear absolutely everywhere these days, data science. We're going to strip away all the jargon and show you how it really works, how raw data gets turned into something you can actually feel, something with real impact. Let's dive in.
So it all kicks off with a question I bet you've asked yourself. You finish an amazing song, and then, like magic, Spotify serves up the perfect next track. How in the world does it do that? Is it just a really lucky guess, or is there something much deeper going on?
Well, the answer? It's data science. The best way to think about it is like this powerful toolkit. It blends math, some artificial intelligence, and a whole lot of programming, not just to understand why something happened, but to actually predict what's going to happen next. It really is the secret sauce behind that perfect recommendation.
Now, here's the thing. This isn't just some random mix of tech wizardry. Data science is actually a really structured process, and it's built on 3 distinct pillars. And what's so important to get is that the order really, really matters. You can't just skip ahead.
And here they are: engineering, analysis, and modeling. This is basically our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the foundation, then move into how we make sense of it all, and finally we'll get to the cool predictive stuff. So, first up, engineering.
So pillar number 1, data engineering. You can't build a skyscraper on shaky ground, right? Well, you can't do data science without a rock-solid foundation. This is where it all has to begin.
Let's go back to our Spotify example. A data engineer's job is to collect every single thing you do, every play, every skip, every time you add a song to a playlist. All of that gets stored in these massive, super organized databases. And then they have to clean it, making sure everything is consistent. Imagine making sure every single timestamp across billions of actions is in the exact same format. It sounds a little tedious, yeah? But it is absolutely crucial for everything that comes next.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? Without all that foundational work, the people doing the analysis and the modeling, well, they've got nothing to work with. The whole orchestra would be completely silent.
Okay, so our foundation is poured and set. Now we can actually start building on it. And that brings us to our second pillar, data analysis. With clean, organized data, we can finally start asking some really interesting questions. This is where the numbers start to tell us a story.
So, a data analyst at Spotify might dive into all that data and discover these fascinating patterns. They might find that millions of us listen to upbeat pop music on our morning commute, and then we switch to something like chill jazz at night. And those insights, they directly lead to the creation of those playlists you see, like morning motivation or evening chill. They're not just random at all, they are completely data-driven.
And that's why this is so important. Analysis is what turns all those raw numbers into stories that you can actually use. It helps a company like Spotify understand what we, the users, want, so they can make smarter decisions and create an experience that feels personal, like it just gets you.
And that brings us to the very top of our structure, data modeling. This is where data science gets really predictive, almost like looking into the future. We're moving from just understanding the past to making really good, educated guesses about what's next.
This right here is the engine behind Spotify's magic. Data scientists build these incredibly complex machine learning models that are constantly learning from your listening history. So if the model sees you're listening to a jazz legend like Miles Davis, it can predict, with pretty high accuracy, that you're also going to love his contemporary, John Coltrane. It can even be used to estimate how much people would like a new feature, like song lyrics, before they even bother building it.
The power here is just incredible. Modeling allows businesses to stop just reacting to what we're doing and start proactively anticipating our needs. It's all about optimizing your experience right now in real time and strategically planning what's next for the entire platform.
So, let's step back and put this all together. The absolute best way to picture this whole process is as a pyramid, where each pillar perfectly supports the one right above it.
This table really breaks it all down. You've got the base, engineering, collecting and organizing all that user data. In the middle, you have analysis, finding all the listening patterns that lead to insights for playlists. And then, right at the top, you've got modeling, which predicts your next favorite song and creates that personalized experience we all love. And there you have it. You start with that solid foundation of clean data. You build on top of it with insightful analysis. And then you cap the whole thing off with powerful prediction. Every single step is essential, and when you put them all together, that is how simple clicks and listens turn into a massive global impact.
So as we wrap this up, just remember, this pyramid isn't only for giant tech companies. It's a way of thinking. From the data on your fitness tracker to your personal budget,
What story is hiding in the numbers of your own life, just waiting for you to tell it?